Hi everybody, and welcome to your channel, Spanish with Elena, the best YouTube channel to learn and speak Spanish. Hola a todos y a todas, valientes amantes del español, y bienvenidos a vuestro canal, Spanish with Elena, el mejor canal de YouTube para aprender a hablar español. In this video, I would like to keep sharing with you more basic Spanish phrases so you can start speaking Spanish right now. So, ¿os apetece seguir aprendiendo un poquito más de español? ¿Sí? Genial. Vamos a por ello. 3, 2, 1, adelante. Like I always tell you, I think it's a good idea that you repeat after me. You can pause the video and repeat after me a couple of times every phrase so you can keep improving and practicing, obviously, your pronunciation and your accent. Even the easiest sentences need some practicing, trust me. Okay, no more talking. Let's start. Primera frase. No me gusta mucho el piso. No tiene suficiente luz. By the way, since the second sentence is the explanation why you didn't like the apartment, what connector would you use to connect both sentences? In English, because. In Spanish, porque. Muy bien. Do you think these two sentences would have sounded much better as just one sentence if we had used one connector? The connector porque in Spanish and because in English. What do you think? You can disagree with me, okay? You are allowed to disagree with me. You can comment below if you agree or if you disagree with me. Okay, we have two words underlined in this example. What does it mean? Okay, be careful. An explanation is on its way. The thing is, suficiente, it means enough. Remember that in English, when you have the word enough, if you have an adjective, the adjective goes before enough. And when you have a noun, the noun goes after the word enough. In Spanish, it's not like that. In Spanish, enough is always the first word, and the adjective or the noun comes afterwards. But there's something very interesting. When you have an adjective, you have to add something to the word enough, in Spanish, suficiente. You have to say suficientemente, mente. That's the ending you need to put. Suficientemente bueno, good enough. Or in this case, suficiente luz. In this case, since luz is a noun, we don't have to make any changes in the word enough, suficiente. And about the word mucho, it's an adverb that is affecting the verb. You don't really like the apartment. This has nothing to do with the apartment. Even though both are masculine and singular, they are not related. This is about how you feel about the apartment, not about the apartment itself. Let's say it's more about quality rather than quantity. This is not about how many apartments you don't like, but about the fact that you don't really like that apartment in particular. ¿Cuál es ¿Tu película favorita? No lo sé. Quizás West Side Story? Okay, notice. ¿Cuál? Favorita. Both are underlined, and there's a reason why. The reason is, when you have the adjective favorito or favorita, preferido or preferida, in Spanish we use cuál, and in English you use what. It doesn't seem to be a big deal, but it sounds awful if you don't say right. So it's just a little detail. So we have to pay attention to the little details, right? Tercera frase. Eso no es lo que quiero decir. Lo que. That is underlined. And in English, I underlined a different word. A verb, to mean. The verb to mean means querer decir. And in the Spanish sentence, I underlined lo que, because when you are not using an interrogative sentence, lo que is translated into English as what. That's not what I mean. Eso no es lo que quiero decir. It's been a while since we haven't made some sort of verb tense reviews, so let's try one. In this case, we're going to practice with the present simple of the verb to mean, querer decir, in Spanish. Yo quiero decir. Tú quieres decir. Él, ella quiere decir. Nosotros, nosotras queremos decir. Vosotros, vosotras queréis decir. Ellos, ellas quieren decir. Ok, ¿intentamos otra frase? Venga, vamos a por ello. Esto es lo que quiero. Remember, I've underlined lo que because when we are not using an interrogative sentence, lo que is translated into English as what. This is what I want. And now let's practice the present simple of the verb querer in Spanish. Yo quiero. Tú quieres. Él, ella quiere. Nosotros, nosotras queremos. Vosotros, vosotras queréis. Ellos, ellas quieren. Tanto monta, monta tanto. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. You know exactly what this expression means, right? Like in English, we in Spanish use it a lot. So learn it and put it into practice as soon as you can. Tanto monta, monta tanto. And don't panic, I'm not gonna give you some sort of history lesson about this expression, okay? Just tanto monta, monta tanto. That's all you need to know. ¿Nos atrevemos con otra frase? Venga, vamos a por otra frase. No recuerdo dónde aparqué el coche anoche. Unfortunately, this happens a lot, right? Okay, let's compare both sentences in both languages. The first one is in Spanish. No recuerdo. Those two words are underlined, so let's pay attention to them. And then I can't remember. Those three words are underlined too, so let's pay attention to them. And now let's try to find similarities and differences between these five words. No recuerdo. The verb recordar. It is an irregular verb. Don't say no recuerdo. That's wrong. No recuerdo, even though the verb is recordar. That's the first thing. The second thing, I can't remember. In English, you use a lot the modal auxiliary verb can, but in Spanish, we don't. We prefer to use the regular present simple of the main verb, like no recuerdo. And something else, my car. Why did I underline my car? Because even though it is your car, the one you don't remember where you park, you don't say it like that in Spanish. You don't talk about your things that way. If you say, no recuerdo dónde aparqué el coche, everybody will understand that the car belonged to you. You don't have to be so specific. Okay, let's try another verb tense review. This time the verb is aparcar, and the verb tense is going to be the preterite. Yo aparqué. Tú aparcaste. Él, ella aparcó. Nosotros, nosotras aparcamos. Vosotros, vosotras aparcasteis. Ellos, ellas aparcaron. Let's keep learning new things. Esto es todo lo que necesito. Todo lo que. That's underlined. Those three words are underlined. And notice that these three words in English is just one word. All. This is all I need. Esto es todo lo que necesito. Qué guapa estás. How flattering, right? You look gorgeous. Qué guapa estás. You could also translate the sentence as estás muy guapa o estás guapa. But remember, in Spanish, we love to say it like this. Qué guapa estás. Or qué película más divertida. Or qué historia tan interesante. Ve al grano de una vez. De una vez, I put it into brackets because you don't have to say it. It's just a way of making more emphasis. But ve al grano, get to the point, is enough. I think it makes more sense in English rather than in Spanish because I don't understand what grano means in this expression. Get to the point, right? Not get to the grain. What grain? Maybe there's some hidden explanation that I don't get, but anyway, get to the point, ve al grano. Creo que todo esto es muy injusto. Remember, when you are expressing your opinion, creo que, opino que, pienso que, never forget que, because you are introducing a sentence and you need this word, que. Creo que. Todo esto es muy injusto. Todo esto, all this, is really unfair. The rest of the sentence is a word-by-word translation. Nothing else to say. So, since we have time to make a verb tense review, let's work with the present simple of the verb creer in Spanish. Yo creo, tú crees, él, ella cree, nosotros, nosotras creemos, vosotros, vosotras creéis, ellos, ellas creen. Another one. Esto es todo lo que tengo. todo lo que. I've underlined these three words because notice how you say this in English. This is all I have. Three words. One word in English. Todo lo que. All. More verb tense review. This time the verb to be, meaning ser in Spanish. Yo soy, tú eres, él, ella es, nosotros, nosotras somos, vosotros, vosotras sois, ellos, ellas son. Just so you know, the verb tense was the present simple, although I think most of you or all of you already knew. Necesito una ducha. Estoy sudando porque vengo de entrenar en el gimnasio. Necesito una ducha. A word-by-word translation. I need a shower. Estoy sudando. I'm sweating. Porque vengo de entrenar en el gimnasio. Because I come from training at the gym. Once again, a word-by-word translation. The only thing, in English you say I come from training. After a preposition, if you have a verb, you have to use an ing ending verb. In Spanish, you don't. You use an infinitive. And the use of the preposition from. In Spanish, we use the preposition de, which would mean of in English. Pensamos que deberías disculparte con ella. Pensamos que, remember, when you're expressing your opinion and you're gonna add another sentence, you have to use que. Pensamos que. And then the verb to apologize to. In Spanish, disculparse con. Disculparse is a reflexive verb, so it's gonna need a reflexive pronoun. Remember, when you have an infinitive and you have a pronoun, it doesn't matter if it is a reflexive pronoun or not, it becomes just one word, disculparte, all together. And then, in this case, con ella, except conmigo or contigo, the rest of the people you could have to apologize to is con ella, con él, con nosotros, con vosotros, con ellos, or con ellas. And now more time to practice some verb tense review. The present, the simple present of the verb to think, pensar in Spanish. Yo pienso, tú piensas, él, ella piensa, nosotros, nosotras pensamos, vosotros, vosotras pensáis, ellos, ellas piensan. Y la última frase es probablemente la más fácil de todas. Estas flores son para ti. Muchas gracias. Son muy bonitas. Okay, so that was all. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, like and subscribe. Nos vemos muy pronto con más vídeos. Hasta pronto. Adiós.